GTE English Senior February 2013. Second paper. Condensation. 5 seconds. Comments. Speaking in the Legislative Assembly, an honorable member said, "Mr. Deputy Speaker, Sir, I rise to say a few words on the budget presented by the Finance Minister. As admitted by the Minister himself, this is only an interim budget and it does not provide for any new schemes. But I dare say that the budget has been prepared with great care and impartiality to satisfy all parties. First of all, I wish to point out that we should give the greatest importance to water supply and drainage. I would request the government to give more financial aid than at present to all municipalities so that they may be able to execute more quickly water supply and drainage schemes. It is seen from the papers that the government have recently decided to permit all municipalities in the state to raise loans for the implementation of water supply and drainage schemes only from the residents of the areas concerned. In view of the present financial stringency and when the money market is shy, it is not possible for the municipalities to raise the loans from local residents who will not come forward with contributions for the loan. So, I would suggest to the government that they should revise their decision and sanction loans as at present for the execution of water supply all drainage schemes. Secondly, I would like to bring to the notice of the government another matter connected with municipal administration, namely the difficulty felt by municipal councils in securing suitable men to run their dispensaries and medical institutions. The scale of pay given for the medical employees of municipalities is much lower than that given to the employees in regular government service. As a result, doctors are not willing to work in municipal dispensaries. In view of this, I request the government to raise the scales of pay of the medical employees of the municipalities so as to bring them on a par with the government scales. At the same time, this revision should also be applied to the staff working in maternity homes and centers. In this connection, I would request the government to give more powers to the chairman of municipal councils, as already resolved at the conference of chairmen of municipal councils. Thirdly, on this occasion, I would request the government to render all facilities and help for the improvement of agriculture. I would request them to do all that they can for increased production of food and also for extension of electricity to all rural parts where there are now no facilities for supply of electrical energy. In this connection, I would request the government to repair all irrigation tanks which are used for irrigation purposes. Fourthly, I would like to refer to the proposed sales tax on tobacco. The excise duty on tobacco itself is very heavy. So, this additional tax will add to the difficulties of those engaged in this trade. This is only a cottage industry and thousands of laborers earn their livelihood thereby. I would like to point out that tobacco is consumed mostly by the common man and the labor class. The levy of this new tax will affect those people who consume tobacco in large quantities. So, in due course, the industry will go out of existence. I would therefore tell the government that the very object of the government to realize the extra tax will fail. But I may agree to the levy of this extra tax if the state government persuade the centre to reduce the excise duties by 50% on manufactured products. Elaboration. 5 seconds. Comments. Number 1. The Hindu requires steno secretary. The candidate should have experience of 5 years in secretarial work. Age should be between 30 and 40 years. The candidate should have passed the government technical examinations in English shorthand and English typewriting by the senior grade. He should have proficiency in the use of computer and word processing. Persons with postgraduate qualifications will be preferred. Salary will be commensurate with qualifications and experience. Candidates may send in their resume along with a passport size photograph within 7 days of this advertisement to the Assistant Vice President, Human Resource Department, The Hindu, Anna Salai, Chennai. Draft advertisement. Number 2. Sealed tenders are invited by Additional Commissioner, Employees State Insurance Corporation, Puducherry, from security agencies for providing 20 ex-servicemen security guards on contract basis for a period of 1 year. They will be posted at different office buildings and staff quarters campuses of the Employees State Insurance Corporation at Puducherry. Tender documents can be obtained till 10th January 2013 from Regional Office of the Corporation at Puducherry on all working days during office hours on payment of ₹100 by demand draft from State Bank of India payable at Puducherry in favor of the Employees State Insurance Corporation Savings Fund account. Completed tenders will be received up to 2 p.m. on 15th January and will be opened at 3 p.m. on the same day in the presence of the tenderers who choose to be present or their authorized representatives. The Additional Commissioner reserves the right to accept or reject any tender without giving any reason. Draft tender notice. Number 3. The meeting of the General Body of the 4th St. George Government Officers Cooperative Building Society, Chennai, will be held at 10 a.m. on the 18th March 1979 in Hotel Morris, Cathedral Road, Chennai, to transact the following business, namely adoption of audit report for 1977 to 78. Reading of the defects pointed out by the auditor and their rectifications, and any other subject that may be brought before the general body by any member before 7 days of the meeting. Draft notice of meeting to be issued by the secretary, inviting the members to attend the meeting without fail. Number 4. Draft a business letter to be sent by Das and Company, Kolkata, to Thiru N. Ramaswamy, Kolkata, on the following lines. There has been a large increase in the volume of their trade. It compels them to seek more commodious premises. Accordingly, they have decided to move to 50 Canning Street, Kolkata, with effect from 1st April 2012. So, they request him to send all his communications after 1st April to the new address. They trust that the new premises, being more commodious and central in position, will prove more convenient to him.